Hello friends, this is Aubrey from Crybaby Sentimental Homestead, and I have a package that I'm just unboxing here from Anderson's Tropicals, an order I put in a while ago, and I'm very pleased. So let's take a look at what I got. So first of all, I got some sugar apple seeds. I also got soursop and loofah gourds. In addition to the seeds, I also got some rooted cuttings. This is called the toilet paper plant. Talk about preparedness, and I can tell you, I was feeling the texture of the leaves, and they are really soft. They're Charmin soft. There's a scientific name right there and the instructions that they provided. I'm very happy with how they packaged them. This is a very much a living plant. So really pleased in how I've received this one. And here we have more longevity spinach. I've got from more than one vendor. I like that they have the information on the outside. The plastic keeps in the moisture and humidity so they don't dry out. Great packaging. Good job, Anderson's Tropicals. And then here, this is a different type of the Cuban oregano than what I have. I've shown a video before where I showed the Cuban oregano. Mine is not variegated. That is not cute. And I already snuck a sniff of what it smells like, and it smells different. It smells more like oregano than the other plant I have, which is more kind of almost citrusy. So I'm going to go ahead and transplant these. I've got my ugly little tray here that I'm going to fill with potting soil and get these potted up. All right, we're going to go ahead and transplant the Cuban oregano first because I only have 2 of those. And I am repurposing some soil that I'm going to add to just a little black pot, and I'll be right back. Before I put the plant in, I am going to add, this soil is pretty dry. I'm adding soil and water to the bottom of the container, and then as I put in the plant, I should be able to feed the soil around it so I don't break off any roots. Okay, so I noticed that the Cuban oregano, variegated Cuban oregano, is not rooted. However, I know it roots very fast, so I'm not concerned about that. So I'm going to go ahead and put the soil around it now. With unrooted cuttings, if they're woody, you can just stick them into the soil, but these are more succulent, so if you stick them into the soil and there's any pushback on you, then it's gonna break off the stem. So I'm gonna put the soil in around it, like so, and then I'm going to water it in. Okay, and here we have the longevity spinach from Anderson's Tropicals. It's repotted, or it's potted, not repotted, it wasn't potted before. And I am watering it in. And I will give it time to root, and then each one of these 12 plants will probably produce roots, or at least most of them will, and then I'll transplant them into their own containers at that time. They're not rooted, so I'm not going to individually pot them because I have so many, and I already individually potted a bunch of other ones from one of the other videos, and we'll see how many of them make it, and then we'll transplant them later. So this is longevity spinach, and that was from Anderson's Tropicals. Okay, so this is going to seem really strange. I have one more set of plants to go, and I'm getting tired, and I also ran out of soil for now, and I don't want to have to go out and get it back. So I am putting wet perlite in this cup that has holes in the bottom, and I'm putting it into another container that has water at the bottom, and I'm going to pot it into here temporarily. Okay, I have a pleasant surprise here. So the toilet paper plant here, these are all rooted. I have 4 rooted cuttings. I'm still going to use the perlite because I'm out of soil and I don't want to have to go out in the dark. Okay, and here are the 4 toilet paper plants. They are rooted. They are in wet perlite and they have more water on the bottom so they will not dry out. And this is a very temporary situation because I do not want them just growing in perlite. I'm going to transplant them into soil tomorrow. Now let's take a look at how much this costs. I folded back the addresses so that that's still confidential. So I have black sapote seeds. I got 5 seeds for $10. Sugar apple seeds, 10 seeds for $4.50. Cranberry hibiscus seeds, 250 for $10. Loofah gourd seeds, 25 seeds for $5. And then for the plants, I got the toilet paper plants. 3, it says 3 rooted cuttings, but they gave me 4. Very good. $15. Longevity spinach, they said 10 cuttings, they gave me 12. $15. Variegated Cuban oregano cuttings, they said 2. They gave me 2. I didn't count the seeds, but they did give me 1 extra toilet paper plant cutting, and that was rooted. And they did give me 2 extra longevity spinach cuttings, and that was unrooted. So my total bill, it was $76.98. So for $77, I got all that plant material. Now, this is way more than I need, but I give plants away as gifts, and I also propagate them from my classroom, and I give extra cuttings and extra plants that I don't need to my students and to my colleagues and stuff like that. So, and to my friends and family. So that is what I do at this current time. Maybe in the future I might do something, side hustle or something, I don't know. But for now, that's what I do. I get a lot more than I need. I know not everything will make it. I'll keep a few for myself, and then I'll give some away. Okay, so if you price it out, like if you think about it, the toilet paper cutting, that's like $5 each, less because they gave me more. So that plant, if I put it into a nice pot, maybe I can get one for $5 at like Goodwill or Value Village. For $10, I can give out a really unique plant as a gift. Longevity spinach came out to a little over $1 each. So I can put that into a pot, maybe $5 or $6. So for less than $10, I can give a really interesting plant to somebody for like $5. If you think of just the price of the pot that I get, I usually get them from Goodwill or Value Village. So $1 plus for a cutting, and then about $5 for a pot, and then whatever your soil costs. So less than $10, that would be a really good gift. And then the seeds, I will have to do a video with planting those in another time. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you got some ideas.